Welcome back to another episode of the Fitness Butler in the Buff, and in today's episode I have got a real special treat for you guys. I can tell you right now, it's not high in protein, it's not low in calories, and it's certainly not good for you in high doses. This is my special recipe for my white chocolate pistachio blondies, and it just goes to show that even personal trainers need a treat once in a while. So we started off with the insurmountable task of de-shelling hundreds of pistachios, and when I tell you this took me absolutely ages, I am not kidding. This is on 55 times speed. It literally took me over half an hour. My goodness me. It was soul destroying. It'll all be worth it in the end. That's what I kept telling myself. It'll all be worth it in the end. So after de-shelling an entire bag of pistachio nuts, it was time to start prepping everything else. So I chopped up 2 large white chocolate bars, and then after that I took the pistachio nuts, popped them in a resealable bag, and then crushed them up with a rolling pin just to save making the mess. Set the nuts to the side, and then in a bowl add around 180 grams of melted butter, 130 grams of white granulated sugar, another 130 grams of light brown sugar, then 3 whole eggs. Following that, add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, around 280 grams of plain flour, and finally 20 grams of corn flour. Once all the ingredients are in the bowl, it's time to give it a good old mix. And finally, I want you to add around 75% of the broken up pistachios and around 75% of the chopped white chocolate from earlier, and fold it all into the batter. Aside from it being excessively high in sugar, another downside of this recipe is that the blondie batter just sends you into another dimension. It is so delicious, I couldn't stop eating it. So once I was finally done eating the blondie batter, I took a 9x9 baking dish and then flattened out the batter evenly so it cooks throughout. Then pop it in an oven around 180 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. Now I took mine out a little early just because I like the middle to be gooey and soft. If you're someone that prefers a firmer brownie or blondie, then I'd leave it in for the full 30 minutes. Pop it in the fridge to cool for a good hour, and then it's time to do the topping. So melt the remainder of the white chocolate, spread it evenly over the top, and then just spread the rest of the pistachio nuts over the top. I cut these into 16 equal, well, maybe not equal pieces. I mean, as you can see, some of the bits are huge, some of them are tiny, but made a bit of a hash of it. You can cut it into as many pieces as you like, and you know, generally for the recipes I'll put the calories and the protein, and let's just say ignorance is bliss for this one. It's gooey, it's moist, it's sweet, it's salty, it's delicious, and just enjoy it. Everything in moderation. You've got to treat yourself once in a while. Thanks for watching, guys.